Did Americans ever use monkey milk as baby formula? What makes you think that babies need baby formula? Baby formula is a new capitalistic scheme to fool parents within modern societies. What happened to babies of yesteryear who didn't receive all of these modern day baby formulas? Mankind, or specifically Homo sapiens, been in existence for over 350,000 years. And their predecessor, Homo habilis, was in existence for over 3 million years. And their predecessor was in existence for over 7 million years. What has happened to people inside of America? Plain and simple, the American government makes sure that the people are uneducated. Parents in other empires, societies, and countries had and still have the capabilities to take care of their own children. But parents in America leave the responsibility of feeding their own children up to the doctors, the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration, and their city, state, and federal government agencies inside of America. Does this make any kind of sense? Your own baby that you conceived and gave birth to needs some kind of magical formula which was created in a lab, and then there was a mysterious shortage of baby formula, and the American public believe this story. Everything that happens in America happens because the American government wants it to happen. I was personally involved in the destruction of thousands of baby formula. These containers of baby formula came back to the company, and other workers, supervisors, and managers who worked in the department longer than me were saying, "It's sad that we are throwing away all of this formula. We should be donating this stuff." I then said, "It's probably about to expire." I took up a can and it said it expired in March, and we were already in February of 2022. I told them, "See, it expires next month." Another worker reviewed the formula and he said it expires March 2023. When I first reviewed it, I was just looking at the month and I didn't look at the year. And the worker was correct. The expiration date was for 2023. They still said that the formula should be donated to parents who couldn't afford it. I then said maybe it is a recall. They wanted to dispute my claims, but they were told to destroy it, and they destroyed it. And they said that they felt bad doing it. I didn't feel bad because I know how businesses work inside of America, and I know how America works. I know how capitalism works. Nobody throws away thousands of containers of baby formula or a particular product for no reason. The supervisor then said that the container of the formula costs $30 or $40. I then disputed his claims and said, "This stuff doesn't cost $20. He told me that was maybe years ago. I thought that they cost $13 or the most $20. After this, I went to the grocery and I saw some baby formula behind the locked up glass case, and they were priced at $35.99 and $43.99. I then said, "These people crazy. They are paying all of this money for powder in a can?" And later I found out that there was a baby formula recall in and around February of 2022. And I was correct. This is about money. If they get rid of the formula, then that can be written off as a loss. If babies are injured or died, then they are protecting themselves from future lawsuits. I found out that the recall was because of a particular bacterium which was found in containers of the formula, and it was alleged that 2 babies had already died from the formula. The factory which manufactures the formula had to close down, and there are claims that state that the closure of the factory is the reason for the baby formula shortage. This doesn't make any kind of sense because there are other baby formula manufacturers in the United States of America. And when one company reduces the production of an item, then that is good news for another business. The other company will get a chance to eat the other company's lunch. One company's loss is another company's gain. Why is all of this in the news? You have to remember that Russia invaded Ukraine, and your American government sent your American dollars, $40 billion over to Ukraine. And Ukraine is trying to become part of NATO. And Russia doesn't want that to happen. But America has to show their citizens why they are spending the citizens $40 billion and show them the importance of NATO. Therefore, they will come up with a scheme and show American citizens a large American military plane carrying thousands of pounds of baby formula from NATO ally Germany, and people in America will really believe this stuff. Does this make any kind of sense? $40 billion of your money was sent to Ukraine, and American babies don't have baby formula in the greatest country in the world. If that $40 billion was used for the American citizens, then there would be baby formula in America. Money would be used to make more formula, or money would be used to educate parents on how to make special formula. Money would be used to educate mothers on breastfeeding their babies. Money would be used to teach parents skills to make special concoctions for their babies. If babies can't use cow milk, then they can use goat milk. But they aren't going to educate people in America and turn them into self-sufficient human beings that can take care of their own children. Capitalist America makes sure that your children are taken care of by doctors who hand you prescriptions and dietary and nutritional plans for your own children. They make sure that corporate America makes a dry dust or powder formula for your own children. They make sure that a federal agency called the FDA can oversee the production of hundreds of millions of COVID-19 vaccines, but they can't properly manage the production of baby formula. Abbott Labs, or Abbott Laboratories, was involved in the baby formula recall of their product, the Similac brand. Abbott Labs was founded in 1888, and that's only 134 years ago. Americans don't need baby formula because babies existed before 1888 or more than 134 years ago. Hominids existed over millions of years, and they didn't need Abbott Labs, Similac baby formula, or the FDA. The FDA was formed in 1906. 116 years ago, and a predecessor, the Division of Chemistry, USDA, was formed in 1862, 160 years ago. Human beings and other hominids existed hundreds of thousands to millions of years prior to the FDA. This is what happens when you have an uneducated and capitalistic society. You keep the people unintelligent, and you form industries that capitalize off of their ignorance. A productive society is a society that doesn't give a man a bread. They teach the man how to make bread. But when the bread runs out, they claim that there's a shortage of bread, and the people begin to panic and scream, "There's no more bread in America. They are charging me $20 for a slice of bread, and I bought 2 slices for $40 because I wanted to make a sandwich." During slavery days in America, the white majority population didn't have to worry about baby formula shortage because they had plenty of female black slaves who were used as wet nurses, as the white babies in America drank the milk from the breasts of the so-called inferior black female slaves, who the white American population, the American doctors with medical degrees, and the American government claimed were monkeys. These are the people who are regulating baby formula and nutritional plans for babies in America. These are the same doctors and the same American government who claimed that they had scientific proof that black people were actually monkeys and gorillas, and white people were the only true human beings on the planet. Therefore, were white babies drinking monkey milk in America?